Hello, my name is Anne and welcome to a Tobyknits Quilty Fun Special. Yes, this one's all about the quilting. Yes! And the reason it is because I am going to be putting together and showing you how I put together my Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt Village Green. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a fabulous program that runs once a month. You get a package in the mail, and inside that package comes in a very small envelope. It's not like, you know, big fat things. It's a small little envelope, and inside is pre-cut fabric. Now at the beginning you pick the fabric line you want, but then each month you'll get this fabric that comes pre-cut for you, and a little instruction kit to show you how to put it together into a block. But it's not a block that you would necessarily think of as a quilt block, because it's a puzzle piece. That happens for 9 months. Every month you get this little piece and you'll look at it and you'll think, I have no clue what this is for or where it's gonna go. Doesn't look like anything. Month 10, we get instructions. And I'm looking right now at what this finished quilt is going to look like, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm not going to show you. The line that I picked was Daffodil, which is the Little Goldie by Clothworks. And on the back of this comes in your first clue, and you get to see what they term all of the fabrics when they are referring to it in your instructions. And clue 10, our final clue, and there's a present in here as well, is basically your finishing except your backing. So there are a bunch of strips. And more strips. I'm assuming these are different sizes to the other ones. And little square. And I feel like this is the binding. I think this is the binding. And then we also got, oh look, is that ever cute? I like that. I'm definitely going to put one of these on my quilt. Yeah, so anyway, that's our clue 10, and I have all the instructions here. So I'm going to leave that over there where I can see it, and I'm going to put this in this away. Now it's telling me we have two shorter, no, where are we here? 4 short strips of E, 2 longer strips of E, and 1 square of fabric E. Okay, so, oh, that's the E. So I'm putting these away because I believe these will be our edges, our borders. So I'm putting them away, but I do know I need to get out, according to the first instructions, the E square, because we are going to start in the middle and work our way out. Want to check it out with me? Okay, so I've got my instructions, and step 1 is we are going to join section 2B to the left and the right of the large square E from this month's pack. So this was that large square. I just pressed it so that it was a little bit straighter. So, and we're going to make sure that B rectangle is towards the center and the E is on the outside. So I still need this so I can remember what my B and E are. So I'm going to leave that here where I can see it. So I need to dig in here. This is what I keep my stuff in. It's a case I got from Michael's. It's actually a scrapbook case, but I keep all my sewing projects in here. So I have to find two. So I'm going to move this out of the way. And in here is, now, is it, I don't know. Oh, yes, we've got 2B. And what is this one here? And 2A. So I don't need the 2A, so I'll put that back in there. And this is the 2B. And there are, I'm going to give this a little press too, because they've been sat in that bag, scrunched up for months. I am not kidding. This is my absolute favorite part of doing this. We've made all the blocks and you're putting it together and you have no clue how it's gonna, especially with the colors that you've got, how it's all gonna work. So B is on the end. No, E. No, it's going that way, I think. So E is here. Yeah. And B is in the center there. So then this one will get turned around. And like that. So I'm going to flip this over. And pin this. I always make sure I have the right foot on my machine. So I am going to go over and sew that 1/4 of an inch down there. Then I'm going to repeat that with this side. Okay, that's done, and up on the design wall, it still doesn't look like anything at all, but that's okay. So now section 2, join section 5. Section 5. It's funny too, I forget what they all look like because it's so long. Oh, and we're gonna make 2 of these. Okay, so I'm just gonna give these a press. It's gonna work. Okay, so we need E. What was my E fabric? The little bears. Okay, these guys, so it's gonna go that way. Like that. So we've got, move that a bit. We've got the 2 E's, the D, that big F square there, and then the bunch of different colored ones there. So there's the 2, so that's gonna go there. And we're going to join, so I don't need that package anymore, yay. Then we're going to join in the center 8B. 9, 7, oh, I need 7. Where did 8 go? 1, 4, oh, there it is. Thanks for all yelling that out. And is there just, oh, there must be more than one thing in here. So let's find, oh, I don't know which one's 8B. You see, because I didn't write on these. I feel like it's that because this one is a shorter piece. That's got to be 8A. So I will put that back. In there. I feel that's 8A. And then 7. This is just, yeah, just one of 2 of them. So these obviously will go the other side. And I don't need that. Put that in the bin. Let's give these all a press. And then sort them out. Okay, so I've got them all lined up. It's pretty easy, this one, to put together because I feel like we're just doing strips, joining the blocks up into a strip. So I feel like that's kind of cool. So I'm going to take the middle and put it on top of this one side. And I'm gonna make sure that I get my seam lined up because we do have a seam on both sides. So I'm just gonna, and I'm pinning. Like that. I will then sew a 1/4 of an inch there, press it open, and my seam will go towards this fabric. So the seam will go that way because on the previous block our seams went into the center, and we're offsetting the seams so that we can nest our seams for the rows, joining the rows. This one then will end up coming and going, actually I'm going to do it at the same time because they're far enough away from each other. So I sort my center out first to make sure my seams are nesting like so. And I will be right back when they are sewn. In fact, I'll take you to the design wall where the other 2 pieces are. Okay, look! Oh, I'm so excited. I actually see colors and shapes and all kinds of things. Anyway, so this, I now have to just sew each of these rows together. And this, my friends, is the center of our quilt. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm back. So now we're going to do the, I think it might be the top half of this part of the clue. Yeah, I think it is the top half. So we're going to start with section 4A, and we are going to need a couple of things out of our box. We're going to need section 1A. I really should have put these in order maybe instead of just chucking them in here. Oh, here we go, 1A. So what have we got here? They've got that one. Oh no, I don't know which is 1A and which is 1B. Let's check it out, the clue. So 1A, I think it's this. Yes. So I'm going to put these away. So here is 1A. So that will go there. And there's 2 of them because we're going to make 2 of these. Then we need 6A. Now, is that 6 or 9? This is 6. 6A. So much fun. Oh, I labeled these. Wow. So here is 6A. So I'll take that pin off and that little note. And this one can go back in the bag, because obviously we're going to need that later. So there are 2 of these. So let me make sure I have them all the right way. Yes, so that is gonna, yeah. So B, wow, that doesn't even look like anything. And then, oh, and then 1B. What did I do with the 1? Don't need that bag now. And then 1B. And this one's going with the F in the corner and the triangle there. That still doesn't look like anything to me. I can't make anything out. Okay, so there will be 2 of them. And then I need an E, which will be out of this part. Now E is going to be, which one is E? Does it tell us? E, 2 strips of E for the top, 4 shorter strips of E for the sides. Okay, that's a big one, so that's for the top. This must be the one for the sides. So this is going to go there once these 3 have all been joined together. Can you see that? Let me try and move it up. It's really hard for me to, there. Can you see a pattern there? Maybe here. It's gonna be so interesting. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first of all is I'm gonna take the top piece and lay it on the bottom middle piece, and I am going to make sure, start with that center seam, make sure they're nesting, and pin them together. Then I will pin the sides. Again, some of them we do definitely have to make sure that we are getting those seams correct and lined up. So I'm going to pin all these. This one doesn't have another seam here, but it does. Does that make any sense to you? Because we've got a point. So I want that point to match up. So I'm going to put a pin right where the point is, there, and then push that through to make sure it lines up with the seam on the other side. So that's how I'm going to pin that. Then I'll straighten her up and pin at the end. So that's how I am going to line this up and sew it. So I'm going to do that. Once that has been lined up, then I will add the bottom one and flip it upwards and join that. And you know what? Because they're far enough away from each other, I'm going to do this all at the same time. So line up that center one, and our seams will nest, because if we've pressed them the right way, they'll nest and won't be all bumpy when you go over the sewing machine. Here it's this one to the end. And then this one, oh, this one doesn't have anything to match up with, so that's kind of cool. Just match up my end first, and then the middle. So I am going to sew these and do the same with them, and I'll be right back to show you what it looks like. Okay, I'm trying to find a better way for you to see this. It's super hard. I don't have lots of fancy equipment like some people. So I just have an iPhone and a small tripod. So I have sewn all 3 of those blocks together. And then I have attached the side, the border from the side. And you'll notice with mine, it's actually quite long here, and I believe that's what they normally do because they want to make sure that you have enough fabric. So all I'm going to do is I am just going to neaten up this edge, and here it's a little bit tufty, so I am just going to neaten up that edge a little bit. And I'll just turn this one around to make sure this looks okay. No, it could do with a little tidying up. You don't have to do this. I just like to do that before I end up sewing everything together. There. Just tidies that up. So there's that one, and that is how it's going to look. I feel like that's our end block. I kind of maybe can see something happening there. So that was one, and I had to do the other, so I'll just fix this one up too. And then we'll check and see what we have to do next. That one. Does this side look all right? Oh, I think this one looks okay. Teeny bit there. There. So there's those little bits out the way. So those are both done. So I'm going to put that there like that. And put them over there. Then we have to do... Whoops, sorry, I had these underneath the tripod. Then we have to do, by the look of it, the same for the other side. So we are, I'm going to put this out the way. So we are going to need these other 2 pieces for the border. But this time, it's going the opposite side. So instead of going this side like before, it's going on this side. And we are going to need 6B, 2A, and 8A. So I'm going to get those out and put them all together here. So here's 6. This should be 6B. Yes. So this is going to go with the F's at that side. 2A, 2A. How's this one going to go? Oh, I don't think that's 2A. Oh, I think that goes that way with DB. So there's our 2 B's facing each other. And then, oh, look at all these bags I'm getting rid of now. And what was the other one? 8A. This is so much fun. 8A. And this is going to go with the diamond. I'm going to call that the diamond there. So that's going to go like that. Same process. I'm going to put these 2 together, that one together, and then add this. Twice. Ooh, look at my fingernails. Ooh. So I'll be right back when I've done that. Okay, so those are now all sewn together with the border on, and I trimmed off my edges like I did before to make sure that they were straight and the little bit of leftover was cut off. So those I'm going to move to the side, and I think we're at the final the final section, which is going to be section 6A, and we need section 3. Yeah, there's this one. Oh, this one goes, oh no, this is going to go that way. Okay. You always got to make sure that you're going in the right directions. So pick something on your instructions. So for me, I pick the center part to make sure that that V is going the right way. Then we're going to need section 9. Which is gonna go with B at the top, and B is the paler color for me, so it's gonna match there. And then at the bottom is 4, and that's all our pieces used up, bar that border piece. And this is going to go with these here, AAD there, and goes with that A. So they're going to go like that. I am going to give these a little press, because look, it's a little bit wonky there because it's been in the bag for ages. And then basically I'm going to sew that to that, that to that, twice. And I'll be right back to show you what it looks like. Okay? Okay, so these are now sewn together. Ooh, and there are 2 of them. You can kind of start to see a shape emerging now. So that's all cool. So now we are now ready to do this part. Oh my goodness. So keeping the strip of E to the outside, join step 4. Oh my, which was step 4? Which was step 4? I don't think it was that one. I feel like it was this one. Yes, with the strip on the outsides. So okay, so these 2 go on this side. So we are still making 2. Oh, I feel like one will be the top and one will be the bottom. So that'll go like that. This one, the one we've just done, where's that V? Okay, now I'm beginning to see where all these V's are going. This one's gonna go there, and again, here's our V's. So this one is going to go, now which way does this go? That way? Here. With the strip on that side. Ooh. So now I just have to sew all these together and all these together to make one big strip like we did the middle bit. Oh, I'll be back when I'm done. Look at that, you can start to see. Okay, so here it is. Both of them are done. And now we're gonna attach them to this. So this one has to be on the outside. And if you look, we already have little bits of this already from that previous block. So I'm guessing it's gonna go like this. I'll be back in a minute. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is super exciting. So now I just have to sew across this row and across this row, and then add the main borders at the top and the bottom. Oh, I love it. What do you think? Isn't that wild how all those little pieces just became that? Oh, I'll be back when it's finished.